Hey guys, so today we're going to look at pinging the ball or goal kicks. So, subscriber sent me a video and he wanted me to kind of analyze his goal kick to see if he could hit a bit further. So, decided to compare it with Ederson since, he takes goal kicks with a lot of power and accuracy. So, it's a good example. So, first let's play Ederson. Okay, so this is just a warm up, but you can see like first of all, it's really good form. You see like this is just in training, but he doesn't really take like this like huge run up or like he runs fast. You see how he almost just casually just runs up to it and pings it like to this trainer like halfway in the field with good decent amount of pace and accuracy. And here's the subscriber. Okay, so let's compare it frame by frame. So Ederson's left-footed, so let's flip it. He can't hit it with his right too, but his technique looks a lot different. So I think it's better just to analyze it with his better foot. So let's first see how the subscriber hits the ball. See as he approaches the ball there like this. One thing I want to notice is you see like he's kind of like pointing slightly to the right, and then as he hits, it kind of looks like he points his body more to the right over there. So I find sometimes you kind of lose power that way. You generally want to go straight, and then like the natural tendency is to turn slightly to the left as you strike the ball. If you look at Ederson, see as he hits the ball like this, you know, he kind of like starts like almost aiming slightly to the right, and then like as he's about to strike the ball, he's like hitting his body straight on, and then like as after during the follow through, he like follow throughs to the left, and again it looks like the subscriber's almost doing the opposite, like kind of like turning in this way as he's striking the ball, and then like trying to like finish like across the body with his leg. So there's a couple things I want to notice about that. Note about that. So see as Ederson strikes the ball, like you know the way you keep it like straight is like as you hit the ball, and it's a fine tuning process here, but you generally want to open that hip like this over to the right. Um, if we're going to talk about strikers, a lot of times like when they want to like hit their like you'll see their like right arm like it kind of like brings out to turns out to the back because they're really trying to open that hip. So you kind of want to just achieve like kind of like that like I guess natural momentum because you're like approaching the ball this way as you do the run up, and then as your body falls through straight, you kind of open that like right hip up, and then you continue that like natural trajectory, and you still get like a lot of decent pace in the ball. And of course, I already mentioned, but see Ederson, he doesn't really like take like all these like a huge run up. It's just almost a casual walk up to get like to hit it like half the field with good accuracy. And here's another angle that the subscriber sent me. Okay, so a couple things to note here is you see as you like run up here. So the good thing here is like I find like you're hitting it like with the instep. I'm not too sure. Like it's kind of hard to see, but I find when you do it with the laces, you can't get that like proper swing with like the power and like natural like follow through momentum. Generally, you have to hit like fairly like straight like this, which is good for taking shots. But I think when you hit it with the instep, I find you can like do both, get enough power and have that trajectory up. So one thing to do is to keep that ankle locked. So it looks like your like toes are pointed down and locked this way, but as you hit it there, you see like it's kind of tilts up. Yeah, generally you want to keep that like ankle locked the whole way, even like after you hit it, because you want to ensure like solid contact throughout the whole strike. Because if you let it go up, you kind of lose a lot of power because your ankle's a little flimsy. Now here's a close-up goal kick of Ederson, which can highlight various angles. So let's mention that hip turn. So as Ederson runs up, you see, his body initially points over there as he's running it almost at an angle to the ball. And as he like approaches to kick the ball, you see like as he comes that hip, it's kind of open out like this way. This left yeah, his left hip, that is. So as he like opens it up, and then as he is about to hit the ball, it does close a little bit. But I find initially you want to keep it open, and that way you can keep your body going straight like this, and then you can close it a little bit just as you're about to hit the ball, and then you see his body still going this way because his hip isn't completely turned, but it does turn during the follow through. So you see that body just kind of come across like this. So that just kind of highlights the mechanics. And I think it can be different for each person. So it's just something to think about, and it's a fine-tuning process. Okay, so one thing I want to do is point out, the kicking mechanics. It's a slightly different angle, but I think we can point out the main factors here. You see, as Ederson's up in the air, you see just before his foot plants, you see that leg. It's kind of like bent like this. You see the subscriber's feint. Just about as he's about to hit the ball, see, it's kind of like out like this. So I think he could benefit from like being angled here a bit more. And you see as Ederson's about to hit the ball, see, that's actually really when he really makes contact with the ground there. So let's see how the subscriber does. You see, I think there's slightly too much time touching the ground like this. You see, you have like a couple more frames before you hit the ground. So what I like to do is you do a bit more of a hop. So so as you're like midair, you can you have time to swing that leg back, and make sure you don't just keep it there. You immediately swing back like an elastic band, and then by the time your foot reaches there, like you're already like on the downswing, and like you're about to hit the ball, and you don't like lose too much power by keeping your foot stuck on the ground. And again, it's a fine tuning process. You don't need to spend like 2 milliseconds on the ground, but it's just something to consider. You don't want to spend too much time unnecessarily planting your foot on the ground, where you could use that time to maybe be in the air and generate more power by angling that swing leg back further.